It's a new show. Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's #WrestlePals.
Hey, there we go. That's a microphone. How you doing? Thought I wouldn't bring the energy. I'm over here getting some notes together. I got some ideas. I got a bunch of things to talk about. You think I'm not going to bring the energy to #WrestlePals?
What?
Hey, look over there. It's #WrestlePals.
Oh,
Justin!
that's me.
It's you. Hey, it's you.
What?
I just want to see how long you go with it. That was an appropriate length.
I think
You
so.
didn't go too long. You didn't go too short. It was good. Good.
Very smiley.
Good job. It was well done. Didn't feel fake at all. I'm #WrestlePal Nate.
Hey, you got one there too. But you can.
Hey, look over there.
Nope.
Oh, no. #WrestlePal Matt's sick
Yeah, man.
or lying to us and playing World of Warcraft. Either way.
A little of both, probably.
Either way, he's
Call him A, call him B.
taking a hiatus. He has vacation days with us. I don't know how. Did we have vacation?
No.
Poor Justin has no.
I had to take one last week because I was deathly ill on Wednesday.
Sorry, you feeling better? You all right?
Almost 100%.
Huh.
I feel better than I did. I don't feel like death. So
Mm.
that's a step up.
Death is bad. Oh man, I'm gonna get sick next. It was you, then it was Matt, now it's gonna be me. It's gonna be terrible.
Well, thankfully you're not here in close quarters all the
Damn
time.
it. You really shouldn't sit in each other's laps. It's terrible. Oh my God, we're supposed to be talking wrestling. We're talking talking station stuff.
Huh?
I'm just going into another rambly segment. It's terrible. You've got to stop me. You got to steer me.
Oh.
What? Hey, what's going on?
Hmm?
You're looking up spoilers, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
That'll be my official. Please stop. Let's go to the next thing.
Oh, geez. Well, have it ready because there's a lot of stuff.
Wow, man, freak out.
He's got buttons this week. Look at you.
Yes.
So,
Where do you want to start? The obvious?
what do you think is the obvious climax of the?
Well, I feel like I got thrown for a loop. I didn't see the winner of the CWC coming at all.
Okay, CWC is definitely the biggest news of the week. I'm
feel
glad
like-
I'm glad you went that way because we talked about the theory a few weeks back of okay, Raw's getting out of SmackDown's way so it can build to its pay-per-view.
Mm.
Now SmackDown will get out of Raw's way to build. What the hell are you doing, Raw? Raw, hello, hello. I
mean-
want to love you.
I mean, it was still better than it's been,
Ah,
but it
no,
did still not even coming close to SmackDown.
dude, feeling sleepy during the show. Raw's supposed to be the flagship. It bills
Yeah.
itself as a flagship.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. I think the biggest news of the week was definitely the CWC.
Well, especially that'll lead into this week's Raw anyway.
Exactly.
So,
Which has me hopeful for this week's Raw.
yeah. Okay. So, the final four was what? Grand Metalik
Mm-hmm.
versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Right.
And on the other end, the complete shocker, T.J. Perkins.
TJ Perkins.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah. You
at
know
all.
what? I thought he would be out further. I mean, sooner in the brackets.
I thought for sure he would lose to Gargano
Uh-huh.
in the second round.
Yeah.
I thought for sure. Like, that's what's going to happen. But no. And
it
then
was TJ Perkins. Was it Ibushi?
Ibushi, Kota Ibushi.
Ibushi,
like
the
favorite.
Yeah. Everyone was like, oh yeah, of course, Ibushi.
Yeah.
It's tailor made for it. Yeah. Suck it, internet. Well, sorry, that's
To be frank, I feel like it was an upset on both sides of the bracket.
Yes.
'Cause I
and
thought-
you know what? Beautiful.
You know what? Both Ibushi and Sabre are excellent.
Yeah.
They're amazing. And I don't know if maybe they weren't willing to sign to the company, maybe, and maybe maybe they just didn't need the big win.
That's what I'm thinking. Because everyone's going in thinking Ibushi's going to be the odds-on favorite. And you had the Ibushi and Kendrick with that weird count-out thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ibushi's used to the 20 count, I guess. And they restarted, and then you think, oh, of course. can't have Ibushi out. He's got to win this thing, obviously. Jeez. But everybody knows Ibushi now. Everybody knows the legends of him coming into this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got other names like Tozawa. Tozawa's a big enough name coming into this. He doesn't need Zack Sabre Jr. has so much buzz around him. Even like Noam Dar has so much going with him.
Yeah.
Gallo got himself so over that he doesn't need to win the thing.
No.
So what do? They take it, and you know what they do? They make a star.
Yeah.
T.J. Perkins. Everyone's super excited about him. It was no. Come on. I mean,
In the building for sure.
yeah, and very impressed with him.
I'll say this: not impressed in his. Well, yeah, his match with Gargano was fine.
It wasn't bad.
I didn't like his first round match, but trying to remember his. I don't remember his third round, but his match with Ibushi was outstanding. I mean, it's gonna be.
It's like a match with AJ Styles.
But
it's gonna be good.
You know, some of the things that I didn't like. I mean, now this is just me being an old man being nitpicky. You know,
Always picking nits.
you know, dabbing and all that crap.
You know what? Hated it. Then I realized that I loved that I hated it.
Yeah, but I loved that he didn't do that versus Ibushi. Respect. And it meant something more to him.
You know what match it was before that? It was Perkins and Rich Swann.
That's right.
That was great.
That was an
That
upset
was
too.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Because Rich Swann, dancer extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
Backstage at Raw tonight. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to see Rich Swann coming out with his music to a live crowd, and I want him to really buy into it. Oh, my God, I'm so excited for Rich
He's
Swann.
one of the 6 names, right?
And guess what? He didn't need to win the tournament.
Nope.
It got excitement to build for him, and enough people are going to be excited. This is what just NXT in general and the developmental has become, is like, we're going to get enough people super excited about these people, enough people super hot about it that it's going to be contagious and catch fire once they get to the main roster. And it's been effective as all hell.
Yeah, it's completely working.
When Bray originally came up,
Yeah. Because NXT
it was immediate. He didn't need to build. He was already built,
Yep.
ready to go.
and NXT was a different animal then too.
Yeah.
Even like the network wasn't around. Like I remember just randomly stumbling across Bray Wyatt's initial NXT promo, like where he's out in the woods, and I'm like, yeah.
There you go.
And then like I started looking around for NXT on YouTube because you couldn't find it anywhere.
Hey, this guy seems a lot like Waylon Mercy.
Was
Oh,
it-
wait, no, he's great.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my God, this guy is awesome.
Yeah.
And you know the rest is
Yeah, and
history.
they're able to build down there and come up, and Rich Swann, he's going to be made. He's going to
Yeah.
be amazing.
Well, plus
This is what I feel bad about. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
You're fine.
see, I come in thinking I don't know what we're going to talk about, and then as soon as we get
Wrestling.
as soon as
The
we
floods.
get started,
yeah.
a guy that I felt didn't get enough time down in NXT, didn't get to build that fire, Apollo Crews. I feel like
Yeah.
he got called up to the main roster very early. Now, super indie darling.
Yeah.
Everybody loved him,
Mm-hmm.
but I still don't think he had the WWE fire, that NXT fire yet to come up. Now he's catching on. He's gonna make something work. The man's too good to fail.
It was definitely he had the great match with Corbin at
Both of them had a great match. It was great.
yeah, and then he was good on the following SmackDown
Mhm.
SmackDown last week. So you know maybe he's starting to take a direction.
Yeah.
But I wholeheartedly agree with you. He went up way too early.
Yeah, he didn't have that buzz, that fire.
To take it back to the CWC though,
Right.
both matches outstanding. Grand Metalik, this dude, like when you think of a luchador,
Yeah.
That's that guy.
Yeah, this is like a pinnacle of it, man. This is
I loved you have a grappler in Sabre Jr. And
technician.
a technician, like
Submission technician.
he's so smooth in the ring, he can get around like flawlessly. He can get around his opponent.
Right.
Metalik comes out immediately and hits him fast paced, hard, gets him out of the ring, and is diving. Like this is all within the first like minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm in. Like, I mean, usually you build to that, but the story is, how do you knock a technician like Sabre, somebody who uses his head a lot? How do you knock him out of his game? You go right after
I gotta
him.
fly at you. I might crash and burn, but I'm gonna take you with me as best I can.
And then you have the build up story of, well, he eventually crashes and burns, and Sabre catches up to him. So now you have that in the story. These matches were well put together. These were outstanding matches. You couldn't ask for better matches.
Even very classic storytelling as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? Going back to a more simpler style. You know, you got the The one guy comes on strong earlier, then the other guy gets a little bit of a shine going on. And
Yeah.
there's a comeback, and boom, mine's done. Hey, doesn't need to be complex.
I mean, you want
Doesn't need to be overbooked.
base it on the guys in the ring.
Yeah.
Like let them tell the story, and people watch the same story over and over again. It's
Yeah.
happened for years, and
There's only so many types of stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're doing fantastic. And I love how many conflicts, even though they're all cruiserweights, how many conflicts of styles we've had throughout the tournament
dude,
has been fantastic. You've had brawlers, you've had technicians, you've had a submission specialist, you've had high flyers, you've had power guys.
yeah, a little everything.
Yeah, it's and then you have Jack Gallagher.
And I mean, this isn't number one. This was successful. There's no chance that this is a one-time thing.
No chance in hell.
No chance in hell. This will absolutely happen at least one more time. We will guaranteed get this at least next year.
Okay.
So that's exciting because it's historic. Now we've seen the first one, and now it's going to be a thing. So this is cool. We have this one to establish, and I can look forward to seeing new dudes in next year's tournaments.
I don't like the way you said that, but okay. And you know what? It's so weird because you've got a lot of guys now that are main roster guys that, even though they're heavyweight contenders, you look at the Finn Balor, it's like 180.
Yeah.
He'd fit right into the cruiserweight thing.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Neville, who's hovering right around 200.
Which is right there. Like
yeah,
205 is the limit, right?
Yeah, and you got a lot of guys that are right at that 200 mark, right under it, that are heavyweight contenders.
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel like this cruiserweight thing is going to be just a stepping stone for some guys. Some guys are going to get almost like too big for the division and move on up and have amazing matches. Now, I'm not going to say it's like a minor league that's going to be on Raw or developmental that's going to be on Raw, but it's explosive opportunity. Here's a nice little microcosm of wrestling for you to exist and develop and be amazing in, or you can blow up and take over the other 2 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing. And you're going to get those guys that coming in for future tournaments, if you do like this, specifically if you focus cruiserweight, it's when you get to bring those indie guys in. It's almost like a tryout, and you get to showcase them. And hey, here's a boost to your booking fees. Have fun.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. If nothing else, these guys have a wider reach now. More people are going to be willing to go see.
You've seen their name.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them. Exposure for some of these guys that are just killing themselves. So good.
So
There's no losers coming out of this tournament.
none. Absolutely none. I don't feel like anybody was written out poorly. I feel like every match was at least decent.
Yeah.
Even the first round matches, which technically could have just been squashes, they could have been nothings.
Right.
They weren't. They were fine. I enjoyed all of them.
They lovingly told a story with every match, and it all led to something. And it didn't. Nothing went nowhere.
And speaking of that something, and ultimately getting somewhere, Triple H comes out before the finals, and he's got Metalik and Perkins, you know, right there in the middle of the ring with him, and he says, "Okay, so
This
you guys,
TJ not hurt.
yes, not hurt at all. So you guys are, wrestling for the big trophy here, and blah blah blah. And oh, by the way, the winner is going to be the first ever cruiserweight champion for Raw. Just out of nowhere." And he pulls out the purple belt. I like the belt.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a nice looking belt. And I'm like, I had an inkling that that's what this was going to build to. But I mean, it's a nice touch because
Very much is.
now you're giving incentive for the two men who are in the finals, and now you're carrying the CWC to Raw.
Yeah.
So now people can go back and watch the CWC, watch how TJ Perkins got to Raw.
Mm-hmm. And the whole thing feeds into the network, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's amazing how well crafted their product is becoming on some levels. Some, I mean, there's still slippages, still places where it'd be like, just tell a simple story.
Yeah.
Or hey, can Bray win a match? It's beside the point. That's another thing. But yeah, the CWC a fantastic success, and they're already talking. There've been rumors going around about next year having a women's tournament.
Nice. I like it.
Now I don't know if that means existing women that are in the
company.
NXT or or just coming in, or if that means we're gonna go out and we're gonna find the best women on the indie scene, best independent women wrestlers, and I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Might be. I mean, it might be a mixture of both. You might take some of the NXT women who haven't seen much TV yet, and because I mean that's basically what they did with CWC.
Yeah.
Took a couple of their guys. You know, Rich Swann had been on NXT a handful of times.
Rich Swann had been okay on NXT.
Mhm.
Very lively, very happy guy. The fans loved him there, but he didn't get even as much exposure because NXT you got an hour a week.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to get you in there. We're gonna try, but we're not gonna rush you out there for a 3-minute match.
No.
And he got to shine like crazy in this tournament. And skipping up to Raw. It's like, okay, well, NXT didn't make you a star. Let's try you this way. Oh, no, you're a star. There you go.
Yeah.
So good. So many different outlets for people to excel, succeed, and rise above. And it's amazing to see.
And I guess, speaking of rising above, TJ Perkins, I had no idea. I did not see this coming. Wins the tournament, becomes the first ever Cruiserweight champion, and wins the first ever Cruiserweight Classic.
You, me, and all the other people that think we're smart think, oh, it's going to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ibushi. That's going to be a great match. You're not going to see it today.
I am disappointed
Give it a
we
few
didn't get to
weeks.
see that, but yes, I mean, it was an outstanding match. Metalik versus Perkins was a great match.
Yeah.
A very fitting. They had this 60-minute time limit, and I don't think they maybe went like 30, but still, that's all I need. That's all you need for the story, and they put on a great match.
Yeah.
I don't mind being played like that, and like you said earlier. Now you have a star, TJ Perkins. Like I can understand the appeal.
and-
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah. Is he? I wouldn't know.
You haven't. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
I mean, he is. He's a good
They're
looking
all
dude.
so young.
He's
I
young.
feel so old.
He's young. He's not all that established. Like he's been around for a while, but he's not all that established. So now you have this guy that you can basically lay claim to. Like you took him to that next level, and now here he is on your flagship program wearing your championship after winning your tournament. It's pretty well done.
Oh, you think he's gonna have a match at Clash of Champions? Clash of Champions is gonna be a Raw
That's-
show.
That's not this coming Saturday, but the following, or I mean Sunday,
I don't know.
26th, I think.
That'd be interesting to see. Oh well, you know what? The debut of the cruiserweight
It's tonight,
is tonight.
so maybe I mean,
Who knows?
they've told most of the other stories to get to matches. I think on Raw.
Are they gonna want to show off Perkins tonight? Because I mean, he hasn't had a main roster match yet.
No.
So I gotta think they might put him up against somebody, or maybe they do. Because there was rumors of 4 of them backstage, and then other rumors flying around about who all is showing up. And I'm just theorizing on a show that's on right now. We could be watching right now. What are we doing?
Eventually, we'll get something in the studio so we can watch
Oh,
as
yeah.
we're doing the show.
That's
That'd
not
be
a
great.
bad idea. Oh shit! Look at that! Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay,
Be fun.
yeah. Live reactions. Hey, look, it's a commercial.
This is a terrible commercial. Get this out of here.
I don't think I have erectile. What's a Cialis? That a type of radial tire?
Oh,
No. Okay.
so I mean, overall, how do you feel about the CWC?
Every match lovingly told a story that built to something. No wasted motion. No blow-offs. No. Nobody went home looking bad.
That's
Nobody got
important.
dominated.
Really, really important.
Everybody, even in a loss, came out looking stronger than they did. And now you have how many guys? 32 guys?
Yeah.
32 guys that you care about.
Yep.
And you can pick and choose as you need, which ones are going to work for you, which ones aren't. You got a ton of different places you can send them to, whether they go NXT, whether they go main roster, whether they even go over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
You have a ton of places you could put these guys. And even, oh, God, yeah, it's one of the, I guess I shouldn't go to my little tidbits or whatnot.
No.
But,
Not yet.
okay, well, I'm going one.
Okay.
NXT taping. They showed, somebody snagged a picture of the Bollywood Boys, a new tag team
Ooh.
debuting there in NXT.
Nice.
The 2 of them were in singles competition in the tournament.
That's smart. Utilize it.
Hey.
The tag divisions technically are light.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, wait till I get to another tidbit that's going to break your heart later.
oh great.
Yeah.
Great.
Don't worry about it.
Great.
Actually, worry about it a lot.
Ah.
It'll affect our October 6th.
Oh, you son of a...
Yeah, well, it's a rumor. We'll talk.
Okay,
We'll
so
talk later.
here's what we're going to do. It's the bottom of the hour.
Oh,
We're going to play this song real quick, and then we're going to come back and let's theorize on where the CWC guys are going to go.
oh, okay.
We'll close out the hour with that.
Dig it.
Sound like a plan?
Word up.
All right, we'll be right back. And, it's hashtag WrestlePals on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com, impossible to hit the post. Hashtag WrestlePals on Radio Free Radio. Oh, man. So, just, I guess, real quickly. They've named some of the names that are going to Raw. Obviously, TJ Perkins is the champ, so he's going to be going to Raw.
Right.
Rich Swann is reportedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like he was one of the 6 names that they announced. Gallagher, again, I think is backstage, but he wasn't one of the 6 names. Noam Dar, I think, was one of the names.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Oh, goodness gracious. Not Ibushi,
No.
because
I don't
he's
think it was Sabre either.
yeah, and there's
Cedric Alexander was one of them.
and he's a lot of them still have
Indie dates?
oh yeah, indie dates. Like I think on the list is Lindsay Dorado,
Yes. Yep.
but they had announced that his last indie date was going to be mid-October. He's got just a couple obligations left to fill out, and it's amazing. These guys are like booking themselves out as best they could, you know, doing the grind, getting on shows, and it's like, well, sorry guys, I gotta go to the biggest wrestling show there is. Bye. But geez, man, yeah, and trying to find your list. I'm scrolling.
I think I got one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kendrick.
Kendrick,
Kendrick,
yes.
Swan, Metalik, Alexander, Dorado, and Dar.
Mhm.
And then obviously, of course, the champion, T.J. Perkins.
Yeah, TJ Swan, Gallagher, and Kendrick are booked for Raw tonight.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right, so just...
Ooh, and another person backstage.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that for a tidbit.
Okay.
Yeah. Do an hour.
What
of
about
tidbit.
Tozawa?
You know
Think
what?
he's going to land up on one of these shows?
I'd like to, but man, I don't. I feel like he didn't get the boost out of it. That he's one of those names coming in, and you're like, oh man, I've heard that name. I know that name. I'm excited to see him, but I haven't just heard a lot of buzz coming out about him afterwards. It's one of those things. I mean, they may offer him something, but he may very well have better opportunities elsewhere.
What do you think about Gargano and Ciampa? You think they're
They
going to
just
get pulled up as a tag team?
they just got the shirts, man. Come on. Ah, man.
They feel like a SmackDown team to me. But I could see them flourishing on Raw because Raw has nothing right now.
I got the feeling that does it just always feel like any second Ciampa's gonna just beat the shit out of Gargano.
Yeah.
It just feels that way, right? Okay. Did you see over the weekend
The Gargano's wedding?
Gargano got married?
Yeah.
How about that? To Candice LeRae?
Mm-hmm. And now he's going to wrestle her
Well,
in his last indie date.
isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Candice LeRae, partner of Joey Ryan,
That's right.
the world's cutest tag team.
Yes.
Joey Ryan, who's may know, many-time DDT Pro heavy metalweight. God damn it, I forgot it all. Heavy metalweight champion.
Yes.
And
Master of the penis plex.
yes, it's fantastic.
The cockplex?
I think he may have actually got a marketing deal with Pornhub. I think it might be the Pornhub plex now.
Oh,
Which
nice.
is good for you, man.
Yes.
Hot
Also-
damn.
He also does the boob plex.
Jim Cornette can yell at your penis all day. It's making money.
Yeah, right?
Your penis is booked. How many people
Solid.
can say that? Booked hard.
Ew.
So yeah, there's a few pictures coming out from Gargano's wedding where you have Gargano and Ciampa in their blue suits, and they're facing off against Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan.
Oh.
It's great. They're like it looks like it. All it needs is the CWC or NXT graphics on the bottom. That's the only thing missing. And then of course, even at his own wedding, Gargano, along with Ciampa, have to do a glorious bomb.
Well, of course.
And that turns into a 4-minute lip sync dance battle thing. It's weirdest goddamn thing, but
Glorious.
hey, good for him, having fun. So mad that Bobby Roode wasn't there, just in a suit. I'm sure he's got things to do.
Being all glorious
Hey,
and stuff.
he's like, hey, I know these guys. Hey, cool. They got my music over, cool, and they're making my stuff sell. I love these guys. Show up at the wedding. Come on, just for a second. And I finally got around to seeing the glorious bomb with Tommy Dreamer and.
It's pretty great.
Ciampa's face is the greatest thing that's ever happened. That was beautiful. I saw a thing. Somebody had a link from Ciampa's first WWE appearance.
Oh, yeah?
You know what he did before?
No.
Okay. You remember? You're going way back on this one.
Uh-oh.
Remember when The Undertaker? You remember him, right?
Yes.
He wrestled a long time ago.
Yes.
May not remember him. It's been a while.
WrestleMania.
He was having a feud with a young gentleman from Michigan named Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, yeah.
And Muhammad Hassan had a representative speaking for him one night, a lawyer, if you will,
Oh.
a clean-shaven, long-haired lawyer. And looks really not really familiar because the hair's in the wrong place.
Right.
So it's supposed to be on top. It's supposed to be on the face. It's Tommaso Ciampa.
Nice.
Young-ass Tommaso Ciampa getting his ass beat by The Undertaker while he's wearing a suit, pretending to be a lawyer.
Very cool.
Oh, it was great. It was great. It's like, no, look at him. He's so young. Look at him. Look at the baby face with the hair.
I might even say glorious.
No, not yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was wrong.
now you do. Now it's glorious. But yes, yeah. Gargano and Ciampa. I got a feeling those two are going to stay down in NXT for a little while and build some stuff back up. I think there's more stuff with the Revival yet to be done. And TM61, I don't think it's quite caught on quite yet. I'd like to see some more play down there. And what have the Authors of Pain been doing? Have they been around even?
Yeah, they were on last
On
week's
the peripherals.
show, but
Ah, damn, I got to get caught back up. It's terrible. But yeah, I think there's more room for the tag team work down there, and I could see, it sounds crazy, I could see Gargano being the NXT champ.
okay.
Yeah.
I could see it. Do you think that's what breaks them apart, and then they feud? Do they have the patience? I mean,
I want Gargano versus Ty Dillinger for the NXT title.
oh god,
You know what?
I hope we get Dylan.
You know what? And we can get that. We can get that, man.
It's not out of the realm of
It's
possibility
not.
at all.
And that's the beauty of NXT. Anything is weirdly possible down there.
And it's also great that Gargano and Ciampa don't have to be a tag team, but then you have something always to go back to.
Yep.
They can just be an alliance
a
essentially.
loose confederacy of like-minded individuals.
Yeah, and oh man, we've got the Dusty tournament is coming back this year.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fantastic! I almost said glorious out of reflex.
Yeah, it's coming back again this year. It's the final's going to be at Takeover Toronto.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Wow.
So
how many teams were in that last time? Was it
16?
16 teams?
I think it was 16.
Ooh, we got a lot of work to get 16 teams. But they got Bollywood boys. Yay!
Well, again, I guess we're probably going to see a lot of CWC guys in that tournament. Let's see, Vaudevillains were champions last year, and they were in the tournament. So I imagine the Revival will be. And we'll probably we'll have a couple thrown together teams. Like, let's see, we had Joe and Balor last year. Joe and Balor won it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, that's a shame, man.
Corbin and Rhino was the other tag team,
And he
in the
dumps
finals?
Corbin, picks up Slater, becomes a champion.
and is way more over.
It's great.
It's insane.
We're all over the place. I don't care.
Well,
So we're looking at it where some of these CWC guys could end up.
yeah.
Well, it looks like a lot of them are going to end up in the cruiserweight thing,
Right.
which is fine. A
But
lot of the bigger names, but man, I think there's a few of them that can make the jump into being lower card, mid card, just in the heavyweight scene.
Yeah. Dukes, that he was a big dude.
I keep on calling
Tyson Dukes.
I feel stupid. I'm so
I
stupid.
think he lost in the first round, but like
Oh, you got like Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Actually, him and Alexander teamed at the finale. They teamed against Gargano and Ciampa.
Oh, there you go. There's your Dusty tag team right there.
Why not? Alexander, I feel like he had to shed 20 pounds to get in the tournament. It's weird that I guess he's just going to keep that 20 off to stay in the division.
Well, and like I said, unless he's gonna find himself a spot on the main roster.
Maybe.
I hate to say main roster, like as though the cruiserweights of the minor league when they're killing themselves out there.
Yeah.
I really don't mean that. I'm not trying to belittle the cruiserweights because of it. I'm just jealous because they're all svelte and handsome,
Who
young
else
and
was?
fly.
Who else was really?
All right, you definitely think Gallagher.
Gallagher's going to Raw.
Okay.
Foley already expressed interest,
Oh God, yeah.
so
Let's see. You know what? Interesting. Some of the more international guys, like Ho Hu Lun.
yeah.
Because I mean, WWE's desperate to get as many claws into the Chinese market as possible.
Right.
It's ripe now. And it's been on the peripheral. It's been a hard thing to perforate. You got a guy like that. Is he the greatest guy in the world? No.
No.
But they've got him, and they've got enough of an in with him that they've gotten, I think, 6 more talents down in the Performance Center.
Oh.
It's Chinese talents, and it just to build into that market, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better than bringing in Great Khali to try to get India.
Oh God,
That was awful. No thanks.
Man, I want some good guys from? And well, I mean, I guess Khali had his face runs, of course, every once in a while when he's just dancing like an idiot. When I say dancing, I mean the left arm would go up and then it would come down, while the right arm also would go up and then come down.
The
and then-
Punjabi Playboy.
And you know what? I gotta say, I throw in this theme song every once in a while that makes me happy. I don't know. I can't even begin to do an imitation of it, or else you will record it and play it at the end of the shows, because that's what happens when Justin. Don't you stroke your fake beard? Shush your face. But
That sounds like a great idea.
I'd love to see I'd love to see a not stereotype, not heel Indian wrestler. I want Jinder Mahal to be just hey, I'm just a dude. What's up? My name's Jinder. Don't hinder Jinder. Jinder.
You saw what they
Or
did with him
Ginger.
on Raw, right?
What do they do with him on Raw?
Peace. Like he's all about peace. No.
What?
Yes.
He's C.J. Parker? Yeah.
Not quite, but I guess
All right. Okay. Oh, I'll have to go back and look. I don't
he's a
know what
bad guy though.
He's a bad guy.
So
So you got the Bollywood boys down there in NXT. I hope they're good guys. Can they just be happy, go fun time good guys?
I don't see
That
how you
don't
make
get-
that a bad guy
that don't
team.
get jobbed out every single night,
right.
please. I want to see. I love the international outreach.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I always feel like as soon as Vince sees it, he's like, you're the evil foreigner. Hey, where are you from? Good, we hate those people. Do we? We don't, Vince. We don't hate. He's Scottish. It's like a step away from like just a white, random ass white. Yeah, whatever. He's an evil person. Yeah, okay. Those guys are Indian. They're bad guys. Well, these two are Japanese and he's Chinese. They're all ninjas. Oh, for Christ's sake.
It's terrible.
Well, we've got Albert back too. He's also a ninja. Put a menu on him. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I could see like Tozawa going heavyweight.
Yeah.
I could see Ibushi. Ibushi, I think he's destined for heavyweight as much as Nakamura is. I put Ibushi and Nakamura in the same category. But Nakamura damn sure ain't a cruiserweight. I don't
No.
think Ibushi is either.
Do you think that's also part of the reason why he didn't win?
Well, you know what? They could take yeah.
Might as
We
well.
don't want you to be we don't want you to be associated fully with. We want to show you off in a cruiserweight tournament. We don't want you to be associated with a cruiserweight
We
tournament.
also want to use you to get our guy over too.
That's a brilliant way to do that. Yeah.
Because I mean that was definitely an upset.
There's nothing wrong that they did there.
No.
It's like I want to see something and pick it apart, but you know what? No. Even the count out flub with Ibushi
Yeah.
made you think, oh, of course he's gonna win, and then he didn't.
He didn't.
Damn it, that's great.
And he
well
lost to
done.
TJ Perkins. That's just insane.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I honestly.
Gave legitimacy to this new guy.
Yeah. And you know what? By the end of it, I liked the guy.
All four of them came out being stars.
Yeah.
Metalik.
Metalik.
Going on, it became a star. And you know what? Unsung here. Well, not unsung because he was amazing the entire tournament. Morrow.
Yes.
Ronaldo, just so much passion. Never a wasted moment or gesture. But man, and just him selling Perkins' win there at the end.
Yeah. And again, you know, he had a nice.
Friggin' beautiful.
He had a nice, excited Daniel Bryan right next to him,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's nice. Like when your color guy is actually just excited about what's happening.
I gotta tell you, sure, Brian is excited to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got excited because Morrow got him excited.
Yeah.
I got that feeling like Morrow's like, side press, and all kinds of. I get to call all the shit I don't get to see anymore.
Yes.
That's a tope suicida. Yes, it was. It was good.
All sorts of moves coming out, and I'm like, oh, that's what that's called.
Oh, hey.
I had no idea.
Never heard that pronounced
Michael
right. 'cause
Cole
I'm
always just
like,
Michael Cole always just calls it a kick.
dive. Oh.
Nothing against Michael Cole. I think when he does it, he's great.
What's a plancha? Plancha? Is that how you say it? No, it's not. It's fine. Morrow.
Again, I guess
Fantastic job. Fantastic job of making it seem not like entertainment, making it seem like a sport.
Yeah.
And he blurred the line between sports and entertainment so fantastically.
And this is what, and again, still the only negative tick I have against SmackDown, and it's just going to continue to be this way, is Otunga. Shut up, Otunga. Just go away.
Okay, you told me. You Matt went to Backlash.
Uh huh.
Richmond, not too far away. You guys traveled up there. Nice day trip.
Yeah.
Fantastic evening. You guys had a ball. Great show. Universally loved.
Mm-hmm.
And every other show I've heard talk about it, universally loved. So, man, you guys went to a great show.
Mhm.
Good for you.
Yes.
I don't feel Clash Champions is going to be that good.
Oh yeah. We're
but,
supposed to do that, aren't we? We'll do that at the top. At the top of the hour.
Why am I losing my thought?
Everybody be loving. We were talking about Otunga. Everybody
That's-
be loving
that's what it was.
Backlash.
And you guys told me that you guys were in the audience and you were just shut up, Otunga. Even he's just sitting there in his dumb blue or purple suit or whatever. And that was the only complaint people had about that entire show.
Otunga.
Just Otunga's like you're saying it to be like, hey, it's a quiet moment. Let's f with Otunga. That's and you're having having fun
Yeah.
at his expense, and you're making him feel bad.
Okay, but
But
look,
yeah,
you just thrust him in there too. Like it, I can't put all the blame on him because you didn't even like run him down at NXT. You didn't run him just on main event first because I think he's calling main events or superstars, one or the other.
Mhm.
You threw him right in the fire with JBL and Mauro Ranallo.
First of all, Morrow, who is expert enough to call the entire show on his own.
Yeah, he could do it
And
one man.
Then you got JBL, who will step in your face
yeah,
and joke at your expense.
yeah,
And if you can't play, you're done.
and he
So-
can't. He's just not there yet.
No.
and he's just frankly not that good. And you know, maybe with time, but I don't want to wait. Give me the 2-man team. It's just weird. This should be SmackDown's call, I would think.
Right.
They're trying to play this more as sport. Just give us the 2-man team, man.
Yeah.
Those Ronaldo and JBL are great together, and if you take out Otunga and just give that little bit more to Ronaldo.
I get it. I
that's
get
a
it. Though.
win.
Yeah, I kind of get what they want to do with him. I feel like they want him to be kind of the shill guy, kind of the okay, push this. This is the new media thing we need you to push. This
Yeah.
is push the sell, push to the show, push to this, push to that, and he could be that guy. And because Michael Cole does that expertly,
Yeah.
he does. He helps move along the story direction, and he's fine at that. But you're not getting in a word edgewise with JBL, and you're not going to outshine Morrow. And you haven't carved out your niche yet, and it's just not working.
No.
And what's crazy is you have such an amazing talent like Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
Phillips and Graves calling NXT. First of all, them as a team is amazing,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want to. I'm loving Tom Phillips doing the backstage segments, but JoJo does good backstage segments too.
Yeah.
You want to use Otunga, put him back there. Well, Otunga's a jack dude. He's gonna go in. Hey, can I?
I don't know what you do with Otunga. I mean, I think he was on like pre-show.
I've
before
got
or
some
something.
ideas.
Not gonna fire him.
Oh, get the coffee mug back. Make him fight. Make him fight in a sweater.
Can he just not get cleared? Or I mean, I don't remember him
Is
being
there a
very
reason?
good. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just remember he stopped wrestling.
How about have him go hang out with his rich actress husband, wife, husband? That's crazy. Gender means nothing to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jinder Mahal? Don't hinder him, man.
I will not hinder
Jinder Mahal.
gender. I'm glad to see him back. And it was a weird thing.
too.
He had Swagger was on Raw, and then he popped up on SmackDown.
Okay.
So are we blurring lines again?
No, I think they moved him to fill in Del Rio's spot
No.
because Del Rio left. So
Who?
El Patron.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that one of your tidbits, or do you want to close the hour with
Nah.
El Patron? Don't run your mouth.
Me? Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it.
it's gonna be a lonely ass show. Good luck.
I get it.
Start talking, bitch. Let me hear what you got.
You feel like they did you wrong. I understand, and I'm not
Who
saying
didn't- Oh, you're talking.
I'm not saying you can't speak out on that. But like that's all he's done ever since he's left is just shit all over the WWE.
Yeah, well.
And I get it. They didn't use him correctly, but I mean at the same time, you never grabbed the ball when you got it. I hate guys like I can count on my one finger how many memorable, good Alberto Del Rio made. He didn't have a good match with Cena. Miz is the only other person I can think of who can't have a good match with Cena. And Miz probably could now.
I was about to say I'd love to see Miz Cena now.
Yeah. But you can't have a great memorable match with that guy who
Yeah.
wrestles everybody.
That
has has great matches with everybody. Everybody has a great match with Cena,
Yeah.
and you can't. And it's the company's fault.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I think this is finally. I thought he was gone after last time with the whole smacking somebody, which I look back at that story and when I originally heard it, I was like, good for him.
Yeah,
Smacking the dude who was
being racist.
yeah. I love a guy that'll stand up for that. We've lauded Chris Jericho for getting in Lesnar's face.
Yeah.
And beating the shit out of Goldberg ages ago. That's something to be admired. But now we're seeing a different Del Rio that's ready to cry. That's cool, man. If it didn't work, it didn't work.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It bums me out because, like, again, he hasn't done anything memorable in either run to me personally.
He could have done more with less.
Yeah.
By not bitching about it, being like, hey, man,
Just didn't work out.
you've heard some stuff. Cool. And then just go wrestle at
And do great, which is what he's going to do. Like, he's meant to be, like, a really great indie guy or possibly MMA fighter.
Oh, man.
What's wrong with that?
No, wrestlers don't do MMA. If you're a wrestler out there, don't do it.
Didn't he do MMA?
He did before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know, man. There's still tons of places to go. You don't realize anymore how many places there are to go now.
Yeah,
For a guy of that caliber.
he's going to be fine.
I'd love to see him in like a New Japan.
He's going to be fine. That's why I don't understand why run your mouth on the way out.
And he'd be a king in AAA or CMLL. So, of course, he may literally be El Rey.
I don't know. That guy just bums. Like I always saw the potential in him. I always liked the character. I always thought he was good on the microphone, not great. Like, he had the potential to be great, possibly, but everything was pedo.
I was about to say, I just want like just a mega clip of every time he said perro. We get it. You can roll your R's. Hey, okay, you do the little home run thing there. I think that was great. Stop it. He was trying to do some stuff. He's just like, hey, we're not over. Fuck it.
Let's do whatever.
I'm going to do some things back here. Let's see what works.
Hey, it's got me doing it.
Get out of the way, Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Fighting Cesaro over and over again. Made people not give a shit about Cesaro, man.
Aw.
Yeah,
Okay.
well.
So
Like, that's getting into Raw and setting up
yeah, we'll do that.
Clash of the Who Gives a Shit.
Let's do that at the top of the hour.
All right.
We got Look Who's Talking to You. It's the Duke of Searle is the name of the band.
Oh.
The Duke of Searle. We will be right back. It's #WrestlePals on. Come on.
Radio Free Radio, our station, radiofradio.com.
There's no hitting the post ever with this machine.
Drink it in, man.
Hey,
Wait, whose knockoff music is this?
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, well,
Or
yes,
whose
I know-
theme is it?
Yeah,
Jericho's.
Jericho.
This was heel Jericho.
Yeah.
Actually, I think technically he switched to it when he was still a babyface, but it was like he was feuding with Alex Wright over the
Don't
the
ever say
Cruiserweight
that
Championship.
Okay, get it out of your system. Go ahead, give me your Alex Wright.
What?
Okay, don't dance for me. I don't give a shit. Whatever, man. Punish yourself.
But
You're gonna have to do it at home alone by yourself.
I was watching.
I'm a captive audience. I
Nine-
have to watch you.
I was watching 97 Nitro.
Of course.
I mean, this was weeks ago.
Why?
At this point. I haven't been watching
look,
recently.
I'm Catholic
unfortunately.
and I don't punish myself that much.
I haven't been watching recently. I've been catching up on The Walking Dead over the weekend, so
Okay.
season 6. So they dub over this theme song, and he comes out to Walls of Jericho.
What?
Yeah. I mean, obviously he came out to this and not that,
Right.
but they've dubbed
Why
over.
are they playing with stuff?
It might be Jericho because I know he hated this song. Like Fozzy has written a song called "One Crazed Anarchist" because how much he hated this. One crazed anarchist, raw. One crazed anarchist.
Good lord.
I think that's how it goes.
Sure.
But I love this. I thought it went so well with heel Jericho.
I don't know, man. This was the generic WCW songs, though.
Of course,
Because it could have been
They were-
Raven, could have been DDP,
they were
could have
like
been Perry
basketball
Saturn,
highlights.
could have been Billy Kidman, could have been fucking Billy Corgan. Who knows? No,
He
he's
had that.
not TNA.
He had that horrible, like metal song, like this cheesy metal song, as his first babyface music.
I keep waiting for oh gee, why can't I think of the Pearl Jam singer's name?
Eddie Vedder.
I keep waiting for either Eddie Vedder or Chris Cornell to chime in here. It's just never gonna happen, is it?
Even flow.
I can't do it. I love singing Pearl Jam songs.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the words.
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't know them either.
No.
I've been doing that joke since Matt and Nate had issue like number 3.
Oh.
Sounds like a talking dog. What's he got in his mouth? I make that sound when I eat steakums.
Chris Cornell is the answer to that question.
Oh.
Is in his mouth.
Ew. Oh.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, that's how that would happen. Chris Cornell is awesome.
So
I hate singers and I like Chris Cornell.
is Clash of the Champions the 25th? I think
Who
so.
cares?
Next Sunday. Are you really?
I'm gonna say this, man. I couldn't give a good goddamn about Clash of Champions, and I want to.
like at all?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna watch it. What am I gonna do?
Watch it.
You know what? I might still be miffed. I should have gone to the damn. I should have gone to the damn Backlash. Should have gone to the Backlash, and I've been like on a wrestling hiatus almost since
Yeah.
then, because it felt like it built
Sure
up,
that has nothing to do with WoW.
built up, and gave a payoff, and no. Shut up, man. Shut up. I'm only gonna do it all day tomorrow. Don't
Oh,
worry about it.
Okay. I know you're not kidding.
Oh shit, he called me out. He's right. Son of a bitch. I could play and have the other screen. Never mind.
That's also true.
Eh, but I don't. like quest helper and info.
Oh. Okay.
No, shush.
I don't know
But-
what any
but
of
yeah.
that is.
Clash Champions coming up.
Yes.
And that's the next pay per view,
Mhm.
and we discussed that. That was the theory that Raw gets out of SmackDown's way while SmackDown builds.
I don't think so.
That is totally falling apart.
I don't know. I felt like I said this earlier, but
Would
I
have been a fun theory.
felt like Raw did better than they've been doing this last week,
I'm telling
but
you, man.
still not better than SmackDown.
I'm telling you, they're gonna f up because SmackDown is getting really close to overtaking them in ratings.
Yeah.
Now, I used to hate watching SmackDown. I did not like SmackDown
It's always the B show.
because it was a B show. It was an inferior product.
Always treated
but
that way too.
the worst part of it was that pre-tape.
Yeah.
I hated knowing that it happened on Tuesday, and I'm not getting to watch it till Friday, and then I'm watching it later after that. I like live production television shows. When it's a sporting event, I can't watch it pre-taped. It loses me. The only one that maybe goes against that would be well, the CWC has been but that was a special event. But NXT, even though I know it's pre-taped, I know I can watch it, and I'm okay with it. and it's not bad.
Yeah.
But SmackDown as a weekly episodic television show, man, live makes a hell of a difference, and it's gonna catch up, and it's gonna beat Raw's ratings because they're doing better stuff. They're caring for their characters more.
Mm-hmm.
Ziggler went into that match with Ambrose. He loses. And instead of just being shuffled off and forgot about, he had direction.
Yep.
He goes after Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Loses. You know what? Still has direction. Now he's gonna be a surly, I have something to prove guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? Coming out of feuds with directions for both guys. This is something that just Japanese wrestling in general does historically significantly better than us. They have 6 months planned out on you, and they have a route to take for you, and everybody has somewhere to go, and it all means something. There's no throwaways. There's no matches that mean nothing. There's no stipulations that mean nothing. There's no storylines that mean nothing.
I also feel like, to your point, they haven't gotten to a lot of ridiculous stipulations yet either, which is great. But
Because they're going with basic, simple storytelling. That Miz versus Ziggler match at Clash of Champions.
Backlash.
Backlash. Thank you.
I knew what you're saying.
And but they didn't. Now they do. That was a match we could have seen anywhere for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was good
We were all invested.
because the story now is matching their ability in the ring, and they're complementing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, I cared about a Miz versus Ziggler match
And-
a lot.
And how about this? Again, well, I guess just real quickly, it's the one.
ahead,
It's
yeah.
the one gripe that Punk had afterwards, after he left, that I give super legitimacy
Yeah.
to, because he's like, okay, I'll lose to Taker. That's cool. That's fine. I don't mind losing. But what do I do Monday?
Exactly.
And there was nothing for him.
And you know what? That was a legitimate gripe because you've got like New Japan who like has a plan for you.
Yeah.
A plan to get you back up or to get you back down or to get you somewhere, to get you noticed. And now it seems like because there was a rumor of well, not a rumor, it's fairly well confirmed. I really wish I could find the name because it's a name that deserves to be known, and it's gonna be my mission to find it. Just not right now. It was the head NXT writer. NXT's been great, right? Head NXT writer since the brand split
Mm-hmm.
has been the SmackDown head writer.
Hmm.
So whoever was conjuring that magic down in NXT
Right.
is now doing it on SmackDown.
Was it? God,
Dude,
now
I'm
I'm
not
already
gonna.
thinking.
It wasn't like a name. It was a writer name.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like because I think it's Jimmy Jacobs.
I was gonna
writing
say.
on Raw. I think he's on Raw.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That sucks.
But no, this is the beauty of Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs like won't acknowledge that he works for WWE. He's still just his own entity. As far as I'm concerned, his last time I saw him was in Chikara getting run out
Nice.
at the season finale after a goddamn DeLorean showed up. The wacky ass show. I'll throw that in tidbits. Tidbit for later. Gotcha. Haha. Good for them. But yeah, I feel like SmackDown has been creatively planned out weeks in advance. Raw, I feel like, still gets thrown together. There's nothing I hate more than all these two people have beef at the beginning of the show, and then they throw together a match midpoint of the show, and then they have the main event match, and it's all contained within an hour. I want, going into next week, I want to spend a week waiting for a match. Like, oh, man, I can't believe these two are going to face off next week. I want that little bit of build, that little bit of legitimacy, that urgency behind it, and that tension in the wait. I don't want a feud to start and end on the same night.
No.
And it's been garbage.
And here's where they blew it, because you had Owens versus Reigns. It was the main event last Monday.
Right.
It was a terrific match.
Mm-hmm.
It was outstanding.
When did the story start?
Monday.
Monday. It started
I guess technically.
they teased it a little bit,
like-
but in earnest, it wasn't started until that show, was it?
Right.
And then, we're gonna have this match later on tonight. You know how great that would have been to build?
Why?
Just a week out, mentioning it and letting it sit on this highly active. The WWE community has been more active than it's ever been now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They're
like,
so involved.
even
Universe.
Foley is very active on the Twitter machine.
Yeah.
How hard is it for him to even just send out a tweet? You know what? I've been thinking about it. I want Owens versus Reigns next week on Raw. For if Reigns wins, it's a triple threat at Clash of Champions. How hard is that?
And that would be great. And you could play off of your various social medias because you have not just you have the activity on Twitter, you have the WWE.com site, you have the network. This is one of those things I'm surprised they don't do. Why don't they do like? Well, I don't know. You know, I don't know what their viewership for like their live programming is. I'd love to see just like a live update pop up on the network.
They've done them occasionally.
Yeah.
But
but if it's not consistent,
yeah.
If I'm not looking for it, if I'm not able to pop on the network, and that'd be the boom breaking news up at just a little breaking news, something happens, top left, first thing you see, click on it. Holy crap! Hey, they made a match. Cool. I can be excited for 4 or 5 days out before getting there, building up the anticipation.
Just seems like Foley would be all about something like that too.
I'm sure he is, but he has to have the support behind him.
Yeah.
If it isn't a cohesive unit, all thinking, working, and acting together, like is happening on SmackDown, then what do you have? SmackDown even has like Talking Smack, playing that.
Oh, God.
They've only got the 2 hours to work with. They're making the most of it, and whatever they have extra with like Talking Smack, with just you've seen on Twitter back and forth between Miz and Daniel Bryan about contract negotiations.
Yeah.
It's kept the storyline interesting and involved throughout the week. And it's been showcased on WWE.com. You're not even on TV, and you're over as shit. These jerks are sitting in their house, just Daniel Bryan sitting in his little ranch-style home in the middle.
Probably not even him. I think he said it
doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's got his name attached.
Perception,
but
sports entertainment.
I don't know, man. Like, I said this after the split.
Yeah.
Like, my initial leaning was, like, if you wrote everything out, my initial leaning was Raw. Because I liked the new look. Like, the first Raw was better than the first SmackDown.
Yeah.
But literally everything since then has been all SmackDown. I'm going to run... eventually, I'm going to write another article, run down the same checklist to see where we stand. But, dude, like... It doesn't make sense with all the names that they have on Raw. They're having great matches. How is it not a better program?
Because SmackDown is eating the lunch with the story, eating the lunch with the long-term storytelling, having faith in your fans that they'll follow it and care about it, and you also have to throw this. And SmackDown is closing in on beating Raw in ratings. It's going to be amazing because Raw has been slipping in ratings. Because they're also going up against Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
It's that time of year where they excuse bad ratings with Monday Night Football. And then you got Tuesday night, free, clear, full of SmackDown.
But
it's going to make a superior show.
Yeah, and they're not just coasting on the fact that we're not up against anything. They're competing with Raw. They're putting out a great product.
Well.
Yeah.
And I hope they make Raw step up.
Here's hoping. That's all I can say about that.
I have faith that it'll shake out.
Again, all the parts are there.
I went into at least thinking Backlash was going to be real quick, real soon after a big pay-per-view, or they're going to have time to set stuff up. I thought Backlash was going to be the what was the ECW pay-per-view they tried to do?
Oh.
Remember? It's like,
one night
shit,
only?
we have like 2 matches.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. It was
One Night Stand?
It was I don't remember what it was called. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I kind of remember the like picture was Sandman's cane coming out of a chimney because it was like a shitty time in like December,
December?
Man, who knows? It was something. It was the WWE CW one. And it's like, oh, cool, we got Lashley. What's he going to do? I don't know. Can he do stuff? I don't know. But that's what I was fearing that Backlash was going to be. SmackDown wasn't going to have a chance to establish itself enough to put on a good show, and you know what they did? Now I'm worried that Raw is going to do it. Yeah. Raw, who is the unsinkable, the unflappable, the other word. I always do shit in threes. I hate myself when I do it because I know I do too, and then I have to do it. No, it's not comedy. It's just lists. This is just stupidity. It's different. If you want to laugh, sure, but you're laughing at me, and I'm fine with that.
All right.
Now I'm worried that Raw is going to be the fledgling pay-per-view because there's not enough on there for me to care about.
Okay. Well, let's run it down.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start at the
and
top. I
announce
guess.
for the kickoff show
Oh yeah.
is the one storyline I do care about.
Yep.
Nia Jax.
Oh.
I love some Nia Jax. I don't know why. She's pretty.
She's not like most girls.
I'm fine with this. Whatever, man. Look, Tamina hasn't been on for me to crush on or whatever. So hey,
Nia Jax is a pretty woman.
she's very lovely.
She's
And so her little storyline. I care about her storyline because you got Alicia Fox. I don't like Alicia Fox. I haven't liked Alicia Fox
Ever?
But because the weird stalking Wade Barrett thing on Total Divas made me go, oh shit, she's crazy. And now they're playing up
now
crazy.
she's crazy.
She was gonna go crazy on Nia Jax, like, I'm crazy. You've been squashing little local girls. I don't care. And then they had a backstage segment where Foxy like threw a box and it hit Nia Jax in the face. I wasn't
And she was
supposed to.
like, "Ooh,
Both of them reacted. Like Alicia still went with it, like, oh shit, I hit her in the face.
let's talk."
To which Nia was like, motherfucker. It was terrible. And then go out and Nia Jax throws her through a goddamn throws her through the like a barricade,
Yeah.
which in women's wrestling, wow,
Never.
it's great.
She did the slingshot thing too, didn't she? Where she like one side,
Wow.
one side.
Oh, good
God,
stuff.
love it.
She's coming in as power.
Yeah.
And you know what? We've been missing a good person like that. That was the Beth. I loved Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, dude.
And it's just amazing. And I care about that storyline. That's going to be your kickoff show.
Okay.
The rematch. But why didn't they just have Nia Jax win there? They ended up calling like a no contest. She could have just won. Just go in the ring, win by count out, look dominant. But okay, whatever.
Okay.
I said it's that weird. Like, are you doing that 50-50? But don't do that 50-50 show. Please.
Especially not with Nia Jax if the story is supposed to be, man, she's gonna wreck shop.
Man-she? Is that what you called her? Don't call her that. He said man. It was a comma. It was an audible comma. And then she said she, and then you finished the sentence. I wasn't listening because I was too worried about getting to the shitty. Sorry. But yeah, that's going to be a kickoff. Too long on that. I'm sorry.
I imagine we're going to get Cesaro versus Sheamus, the seventh match.
Seventh match. Cool. And
Cesaro winning.
Yeah, please. I think that's still going to be for a future title shot. Good. I like it.
They're
I'm fine with
wrestling
this.
for a reason.
Yeah.
So
It's too many times for best of 5. Come on, what is this? NBA playoffs?
I love the idea of best of 7.
Yeah,
but it's hard to do in today's climate.
If you can't see all the matches, or if you have other matches and this one on this house show counts and this one, you can't follow it enough to care about it. All you end up hearing is, oh, Sheamus is up 3-2. Okay, cool. I saw that first match.
Yeah.
Sheamus is up 3-2 though. Okay, so Cesaro's got to win this one. Stay in it. Okay, cool. I'm out. I don't. Oh man, I stopped caring. Oh, poor Karen.
It's Sheamus's fault.
Oh, God.
I want to like Sheamus or hate him, I guess, as it were.
Yeah.
But everything he touches turns to shit, man. Like I mean, he's had some decent matches, but when's the last feud that he had that kept you enthralled?
I haven't cared about him in a while. That sucks, man. I don't know what he even needs. You know what he needs? He needs James Ellsworth. He needs to almost lose to James Ellsworth.
You know
That's
what?
it. James Ellsworth. Okay.
Like the
Did we
1,
talk
2,
about
3 kid?
Did we talk about him last week? Ellsworth?
Oh God, no. What are we? Why? Why is he getting so much television time?
Dude, okay.
God damn it.
I'm gonna say this. Actually, he's almost local,
Okay.
which is crazy because he went in, he jobbed. I hate myself. Don't worry. He jobbed for Braun Strowman
Twice.
which is great. I love seeing the monster heel squash matches. Those are great. They do an amazing job of building up the character. And people decided, hey, we like this guy because he has no chin. He's so silly. This is just like a Baltimore native guy. You know how I know this? Oh, because he did like over an hour on Talk is Jericho. And you know what? Compelling as shit. I loved the interview. It was great. What?
How much is that? How much is that? Is Jericho?
Okay, look, the first 20 minutes is Jericho, but you gotta learn how to listen to that show. Like, oh, he's about to go to commercial, and 15, 30, 45, 2 minutes. Say we're back to the show. Cool. Sorry.
That's how I used to listen to it. I
That's
would
the
listen
only
to
way
the
to listen to it.
first segment occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally.
So, anywho,
But still, James Ellsworth on that, which is crazy because he got squashed and everybody loves him now. And he had a little SmackDown play, too. Good for him. The week after that is a guy that's actually been local around here, Brandon Scott.
yeah.
It's like, oh, man, why can't people love him? We know this guy. Oh, Nope, he's got a chin. We don't give a shit. Oh,
Just really brief before we jump into the rest of this card that
I'm sorry. I'm so
we're
sorry.
not sure about. How about Miz? Firstly beating up Ellsworth,
Yeah,
but then planting himself in the main event match to be AJ's partner.
it's good stuff.
I thought that was great.
And
Now suddenly, your Intercontinental Champion, who's the Miz, somebody I honestly thought I always liked
this is the best.
peripherally.
This is the best of his career.
Absolutely. In ring, on the mic, and outside of,
And he's involved with the best written wrestling show going right now.
yeah. But how about him inserting himself into the main event, making the Intercontinental Championship look like a main event championship?
Yes,
How awesome is that?
it's great.
Unfortunately, he
Oh,
He
I'm
stepped
sorry.
up, but
say it correctly. How?
awesome. How
Stewart dicks. I curse more now. Sorry.
he was a little out of place because he has stepped up and he has looked great, but he's still not quite Cena, Ambrose Styles. But who is?
I gotta say, I'm kind of falling off. Leslie's gonna hate me.
Falling off Ambrose?
Falling off of Ambrose, man. I don't know what it is. Though I did.
Are they doing that on purpose?
Tell me something.
Mm-hmm.
You were there for Backlash.
They booed him.
He booed him. And he did some little Healy stuff after that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He got a little dirty after that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dirty. Good.
Is that where they're going? Because they kind of
Maybe.
they teased it a little bit on Talking
Yeah.
Smack.
Yeah, but they seem convinced they're not gonna turn AJ, which is fine. I like AJ as a tweener.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna be forced into tweenerhood. Is that a word?
he can work anybody.
Because he could be a total dick, but you know what? He's got skills.
Yeah, he can work anybody on that roster. You can use him to bring anybody up.
Yeah.
So anyway, God, it feels like a chore talking about this Clash of Champions.
See, exactly.
The U.S. Championship, Rusev and Reigns, they get back to that finally.
Care.
I like the
Okay.
move of how they got back to it.
Mhm.
Rollins interferes in the main event at Raw, and then eventually, actually, another thing that I loved, again, Owens versus Reigns was an excellent match.
Yeah.
I loved Foley coming out and pulling off Rollins and being, we need to go talk, and then he goes, before he goes back, you know what, match doesn't end that way, restart the match, and then he just goes. He doesn't make this big production about it. Match doesn't end that way, restart it, and
Very
then he's gone. Love that. And then the match does restart. And then your boy Rusev comes out,
Put that beef away.
Machka,
Oh yeah.
and
Brings the beef.
crush.
Oh.
I think that's what Machka means. Rusev Pudria, Rusev Machka.
Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna fact check you. I think he's just ordering a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
You know what he likes in a sandwich? Pudria, and
Oh.
also a little bit of machka.
Oh, it's Machka like a mustard?
I think it's a corned beef and cabbage. I don't know. Bulgarians are weird.
Ugh.
It's a little smelly, but it's cultural.
But after we didn't get a match at SummerSlam,
It's my favorite joke of the night.
we didn't get a match between them at SummerSlam.
Right.
And now it's like 3 weeks removed since these guys have even come anywhere near each other because they had the Universal title thing.
So you get the champion chasing Reigns, saying, "I'm not done with you. I'm gonna break you."
You know what?
Ivan Drago style here.
I'm fine. And do you still
I'm fine with this, yeah.
are you still in the same position where I still feel like Reigns has to lose?
Yes, please, because that will solidify the journey towards legitimacy for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Because Rusev can be a strong champ,
Okay.
and I want it to mean something when it comes off of him. Going on to Reigns isn't going to mean that much.
No. And
Reigns will get more out of losing.
it will do better for him
Yes.
to lose because he'll be on a losing streak. I guess technically a losing streak.
Well, he's earned it, and that sucks. It sucks for him, but
Yeah.
you know what? Character-wise, he's gonna get so much more out of it. It's gonna build character for his character.
If we're dead set on him being a babyface, which it seems like they're not going to back off of that, fine, have him lose.
Mm-hmm.
Have us. We need to have a reason to be, to care about his matches.
Right.
Otherwise, we just know how it's. That's what happened to Cena. We know what's going to happen every time.
And then Owens debuts and beats him.
Yes.
And it meant something.
Yes. Okay.
You got to be able to lose.
Let's see. So that's the U.S. title. We talked a little bit about the women's championship match.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're teasing triple threat again.
Could be.
Guess we'll have to wait and see on that.
You got Bailey smiling around the peripheral.
Yeah. So as of right now, as of when we are doing this program,
okay,
without looking at any kind of spoilers, it's Charlotte versus Sasha for the championship. So, who knows? It might be different.
Fantastic. Even if it changes up a little bit, still fantastic.
Okay, so tag championships.
They burnt Dana Brooke too soon.
Yeah, they did.
I really wish they would have. Let that boil a little longer.
I don't know.
It would have done more for her.
I don't know. I mean, it got a nice little pop for her, but
no, it was stilted. It was a very disjointed segment.
Yeah,
it could have gone a lot smoother, and it really should have been another 3-4 weeks later. Take some abuse, and then say, "I'm a fucking strong lady." Yeah.
I just don't. I guess I'm just having a hard time understanding why. Is it because?
Again, it's that rushed storyline from Raw.
Yeah.
Them not having faith in us building a story.
Mm.
They're not having faith in you understanding week to week. This is a progression. Here's a culmination.
You have 3 hours. Like you don't need to rush through these stories.
And they're filling it full of an entire story rather than telling week to week.
Yeah.
Raw is so self-contained that you don't need to know what happened the week before to watch, and that's not good.
No. Okay. So
Elsewhere on the card, back to Clash of the Who Gives a Care.
We got the tag championships, New Day versus the Club.
Again?
Yep.
Christ. Can the Club win, please?
I
Take
they
the
have
titles
to,
off
right?
of them.
At this time.
Or else they're a laughing stock. Or else you've treated them like you do Bray. And you just beat him.
I think it says something. It's weird because I enjoyed their little comedy segments. Doctor. And then they went to the retirement thing. A lot of people hated the old day segment.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I also didn't love it. So, I mean, there's that.
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah. But then this week they come out. New Day comes out and basically makes fun of the old day segment.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Club comes out and lays waste.
Yes!
Which is what they should do.
Hey, aren't we funny? I'll kick you in the goddamn mouth.
This is what they
right.
should do, right?
I like better. Oh, if it's that misdirection where you don't know, hey, and then punch you in the face.
Yeah.
I love that even better.
Yeah. So, you know what? I feel bad for the Raw tag division because that's literally all you have is the Club and the New Day. You have other teams there, but you're not showing them at all. Like, you have Enzo and Cass who are massive, but they don't feel like they're in that division at all.
They're down there playing with the goddamn shining stars.
Well, I mean, it gives them something to do. I understand, but neither of those teams feel A, important, or feel B, like they're contenders for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It feels like they're just fighting just because.
It feels like a whole different division.
Yeah. And
New
then,
Day and Club feel like a whole different animal.
And then you have Golden Truth, who you never see.
Yeah.
So that's your division. That's.
Oh, hey. No, they're SmackDown.
That's your division. So there you have it. And then Rollins versus Owens. I mean, that's going to be a great match.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I can be excited for that.
Again, I feel like all these matches are going to be fine. I feel like I'm going to enjoy the pay-per-view. But it just doesn't feel like I'm invested into it.
There's so much potential storytelling in there that has been squandered. The Rollins and Owens one, there's so much potential for just vitriol and hatred in there.
Yeah.
I mean, with Owens can build up hatred with anybody. He can hate anybody at a drop of a hat.
So, that being said,
and Rollins making that slow babyface turn.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
at least they're doing one thing,
I guess
right?
he's got the push. Take your time with it, do it right.
Yeah.
I guess as an older man, I'm more in appreciation. Don't look. I'm old, man. Leave me alone. I can appreciate the taking of time, and I appreciate the anticipation. Make them young kids wait. I want to enjoy my show.
All right. So,
What's up?
before we take another quick break, let's do a little of this.
I have some speculation.
CM Punk might return to face The Undertaker at the main event of WrestleMania 32.
I don't think people understand how big of a deal this is. Wade Barrett isn't some burnt out, in his later years wrestler. This guy's
No, he's
best
an
years
actor.
are ahead of him.
Reports say Vince initially wanted to fire O'Neill altogether. Several sources close to WrestleTalk News, though, have since expressed their opinion that this entire fiasco is in fact a work.
That's all speculation, goddammit. And his name is John C.
Super Slam. Sorry, just went back and watched that again this weekend.
All right. So,
What's up, yo?
just looking at these storylines,
3-second tan is a great line.
I don't know that they're gonna do this, but the theory is that Cesaro wants to be traded. Right. That's the story they've kind of been building around since the draft. And now the story on SmackDown is Miz wants to renegotiate.
Right.
Is it possible that we see Cesaro win the best of 7, gets a championship shot against Rusev, wrestles the championship away from Rusev, gets traded 1-for-1 with Miz, the Intercontinental Championship comes to Raw, Cesaro takes the U.S. Championship to SmackDown?
Well, I think we're definitely at a point where those two titles can't be on the same show.
Right.
Kind of. Well, you know what? Oh, no, they have the two women's. They have the two tag team. Now you have the cruiserweight over on Raw. You definitely can't just have the Intercontinental Championship go over to Raw without some sort of compensation going back to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even big. First of all, no, I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're ending that storyline with the contract negotiations have gone well enough.
Mm-hmm.
But does offer some interesting possibilities. Like, are there possibilities for trades, or are there like short-term contracts, or are there still free agents within the company that are signed but can travel back and forth?
Well, that was the story they gave to Swagger.
Mm-hmm.
Swagger's last night at Raw was this last Raw, and
So that was like his
contract was
end of
up.
his contract. Okay, so they are doing short-term contracts.
Yep, his contract with Raw was up, and so
Okay.
then he showed up the next night on SmackDown.
Meh.
And again, I feel like that, it was because Del Rio left. You need a guy, you need a body, and here you go. It's Jack Swagger. Great, Swagger. But
He's fine.
here, well, I guess if Cesaro's coming to SmackDown without a championship, because maybe he's gonna wrestle AJ.
Oofa.
Maybe he wins a championship match and decides he wants to wrestle AJ.
Did they start the best of 7 before the brand split?
No.
Ah, shoot. I was about to say that could be an out. Like, I want to challenge that one. It's like,
But-
well, that's Becky Lynch. You can't fight her.
Corbin,
I want to fight her.
Baron Corbin
Fight.
is clearly unhappy where he is. I don't know if you've seen any of these, like the Talking Smack segment. He was on Talking Smack this last
No.
week, and yeah, he's the story is, man, I'm unhappy with the attention I'm getting. Kind of the same thing Miz is doing, but he's like, I beat Apollo Crews. I've been beating these people up. What do you want me to do? He's like, well, win again. He's like, but I just beat that guy. He's like, yeah, and now you attacked him instead of fight. Why didn't you just fight him again and beat him again? But anyway, I'm getting too far into that for no reason.
That just might be character work for him.
I feel like it's probably that, but
Corbin could just be, I'm impetuous, which is fine.
who
Impatient, entitled.
who do we trade for Cesaro then? Who does SmackDown have that they can give up? I don't know that there is anybody really.
I don't know. Yeah, if you're looking at building out that cruiserweight division, you got like people like Kalisto, though that's definitely not an easy or not a straight up trade. But maybe there's like, hey, Kalisto and like one or two other ones. Maybe the Usos. Take the Usos as a team.
No, you got a story with Alpha yet to
they're
tell.
So good. They're so good at the Healy thing. Sorry, that's number one on my tidbits. I just wanted to say how much I still love drug dealer Usos. It's great. Dealers, dude.
I don't see anybody else on that roster that is expendable. Like, they drafted well.
Nobody in either rosters are expendable at the moment. But maybe it's for picks to be named later. Who knows? Or it could just be, hey, my contract's up here. They offered me a better contract. It doesn't have to be necessarily be a trade. It could just be buy me out. SmackDown bought me out. They paid an exorbitant fee to buy my contract for me to go over there. And I show my appreciation by being the personal whatever of whoever.
I think, like, now that I think about it, I would
Indentured servitude.
love for Cesaro to come over to SmackDown and be able to use that championship match against AJ.
It would be great.
I think that would be awesome.
I still think there's decent room for storytelling with Cesaro on Raw. Develop the character a little bit more. Let just his personality show out. Don't try to build a character. Let his personality shine through. Cesaro and Owens.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Cesaro and Rollins.
Yes.
There's any number. Even Cesaro Rusev could be really strong. Cesaro Reigns.
Cesaro and Reigns had a...
Yeah, Cesaro and anyone on the...
Cesaro and Zayn.
Oh, we've had that before.
Yeah.
That in NXT, and you know what? Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have an amazing match with whoever he is.
Mm-hmm.
He would benefit from better storylines right now, and he's not going to get that on Raw. And that sucks. And SmackDown could definitely do more with physical ability.
Yeah.
Because they've got story, and they've got guys like they've got the Corbin, they've got the Cruz, which I mean they're good, but it's not targeted. It's not benefiting the story. Cesaro with a good storyline. It's all he's been missing lately.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got all the ability in the world. I think he has a ton of charisma.
Yeah.
I think he has a great personality, a fantastic character when he's allowed to just be himself, be smarky, be ridiculous, and be very, very Swiss. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's great. He doesn't need to be an evil foreigner. God damn it. Just let him be a happy foreigner.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes, and change his theme. The stupid European ambulance makes me sad.
The Usos need,
What?
Usos need a theme change too. It
Maybe.
doesn't fit the new characters. Mama oos, mama oos, da ba oos, da oos.
I think I found their rhyming scheme. They seem to say that word a lot. It's a total side note. This may be more Nate Project fodder.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to, taking great glee and listening to album edited 90s rap. Made me so happy.
Oh.
I don't think Snoop Dogg ever had a complete sentence if you listen to next episode fully edited.
Nice.
Whoop-de-whoop. What? Just a lot of whats.
Oh.
Sound confused.
Ah.
Exactly. And never mind. Yes, they can benefit from new music. Cesaro needs it the worst. Cesaro needs the absolute worst.
Yeah. So do we think he's gonna ultimately they're gonna figure it out on SmackDown?
I think.
Raw,
I think they're gonna leave him on Raw. They're gonna find some. Maybe have him be disgruntled. Disgruntled is a great storyline.
Yeah.
It's working for. They're trying to work it with Corbin, and it was. You know what? I think it's something good with Ziggler. Take them. It feels like their characters out of their comfort zone, trying to find a new spot for themselves.
Yeah.
And that's them having to carve it, whether it be through somebody or under somebody. And that's fine.
The truth of the matter is, again, I like the idea of wrestling being the center of the storyline, but they got to get him away from Sheamus.
God, dude.
He has got to get away from Sheamus.
God,
So,
we're going to have to...
2 weeks.
That's going to be like a 2-hour thing for us, where we're just going to have, like, what do we do with Sheamus?
Yeah.
My personal thought, ship him to Hollywood.
Gotta
Put him in every WWE movie. No one's watching him anyway.
figure out something to do with that guy.
Mm.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and on the other side, Nate's going to have his tidbits.
All right, good, because I don't have a lot, and we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah,
Get
see?
to that break. Let's get back. Let's
Yeah.
get through this.
It's you're listening to #WrestlePals Monday nights, right here, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
Thumbprint on porcelain skin. At least there's some type of evidence that you were here once, or just in passing. You left your mark when you pressed against me. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Through the small talk, how's your family? Supposed to snow soon. Know I worry that I can't focus on anything but the chocolate stripping sincerity. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Swerves right there with bruises, and you know, if I was better at what I do, then that wouldn't have been such a mess up. It is what it is. What are you gonna do, Nathan?
You guys, me, nothing. I'm gonna just watch you spiral into a circle of fun. Flaming. Damn.
Shame.
Now you got me doing it. See?
Shame
now I
spiral.
feel bad about myself. See what you did there?
It's a perpetual shame spiral. You know what's gonna get us out of it?
Beards. Let's grow beards. No? Okay. Fine. I'll do it myself then. Shouldn't have shaved this morning then, if that's what I was gonna do.
I don't do beards well. You know what's gonna get us out of this?
No, I don't know. Press the button. The hell is that? What are you doing? Oh! That's why you wouldn't Alex Wright dance.
tidbits. Hashtag news. Hashtag Nate.
That's why you wouldn't dance to me
Hashtag
earlier. This
Hashtag
is the name
wrestling.
of that.
Hashtag dirt sheets.
Dirt sheets. That's me. Dirt sheets. Heartbeat away. Is it the vice president?
Yes.
Did I use that joke earlier?
Last week, yes.
I'm gonna use that joke every week now. Stop! Sexy chop crotches. Crotch chops. They're really fast this week. You gotta work on your stamina there. You're done. Oh, he's done. He do his own theme? Not enough guys do their own theme.
It's true. Oh.
Real man. He's a man. No, he's not. Such a man.
So you got some hashtag tidbits?
I guess I got a few. We actually hit on quite a few of them throughout the show, but
Hashtag hit.
I'll run down what I got. Don't. It only shakes me when Matt does it. But
Hashtag
he's
shakes.
dead right now. Okay.
Hashtag dead.
Oh God, I actually don't have a lot of time, so let me run through a lot of these. You want to jump in and talk? By all means, have at it. Wacky news: Terry Funk this weekend. He went to the House of Hardcore show, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh man, he doesn't look good. Oh, he's announcing his retirement. Terry Funk's done." But then it turns out he had like surgery the previous week or previous like few days before then, and still went up to the show. He's still recovering from a surgery.
Jesus.
And he's come out since and said, "I'm not retired. I'm Terry Funk. I'm not going to retire."
Die in the ring.
Yes,
He's gonna die.
but you know what? It'll be on his own terms.
Yeah.
And you know how it's like always a tragedy. People will be like, "Well, he was 84. So
Yes.
it was his time."
Yes.
But he's come and said, "No, I was just recovering from surgery. I'm not dying. It's not a horrible medical condition. I'm actually not quite dead yet." And he's not retired. So yay, Terry Funk still.
I mean, even if that was
He's not even middle-aged and crazy anymore.
if that was just really the case, then why would anybody he old? Like, why would that be a thing? He's gonna announce his retirement. Well, maybe he should have 20 years ago. What's the
no,
matter?
No, you know what? And you know what? He's just as good.
Yeah,
Good for him.
good for him. Good for you, Terry Funk.
Go beat up the old guy with that old man strength. He's getting that old man strength.
Yes.
Terrifying. Grab you and break your wrist. Oh shit! Let go, Terry.
Oh my God.
Grandpa, no.
Put the cookie down.
Oh Jesus. All right.
Hmm?
You know a lovely lady by the name of Brandy Rhodes?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Cody's wife.
Yes.
Apparently has just signed with TNA.
Oh.
So I don't know if that behooves like a direction maybe for Cody, but they seem to. I mean, she left WWE when he left WWE.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a precursor. And it's still, I haven't heard anything about what role she's going to be. Is this going to be announcer, or if she's actually looking to be an in-ring competitor? Who knows? But yeah, good for her. Go make some money. Yeah.
I want so hard to be excited for TNA, but I've been let down so many times.
Just give it some more time. Look, Billy Corgan is going in there. A little bit of a cash infusion, a little bit of excitement.
Mhm.
You got the Hardys busting ass to get some eyes on the product. You got EC3 doing good quality stuff. And you got a bunch of guys that are just good dudes trying to work some stuff. All the old heads are gone, man. That's what soured me on it was like, holy thought he was dead.
Oh, jeez.
There he is for 20 minutes talking to me. Okay. And then, yeah. But you got a fresh group of guys and some veterans that are looking to actually innovate and create rather than... So they have time. They have time on their side right now. They got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I think they're going to develop and reimagine themselves and be something okay.
All right. Well,
And you know what? I'll take an okay alternative.
yes.
That'll be good. But they've got to get somewhere easier to watch.
Yes.
Man, I miss the days of Spike TV when you could actually turn them on and watch them.
You know what? Yeah. That's a big problem.
And honestly, I guess that could be another little tidbit too. Lucha Underground's having problems finding a home too.
Uh-oh.
I think they're off of El Rey Network and they're on some other smaller, weirder network, which is
great.
It's crazy because they were doing the thing where they were going to be bilingual. They were going to have a Spanish announce. They were going to have a English announce, cater to both markets. I think they've dumped the Spanish announce, which is crazy because that was their biggest market.
Yeah, that's not smart.
It's like friggin' dump. Sorry, Matt Stryker, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Hey, build to where your audience is, man. And if that's true, the Spanish announce is gone, and they're just not caring about the Spanish audience. I think they're gonna get over with the wacky little southwestern hipsters. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
But that's not where your money was coming from.
Most of the rest of the country can't see you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
All right, backstage news.
Uh-oh.
Not really backstage news, but rumored backstage tonight on Raw.
Enigma.
Close. Emma.
Oh.
Yeah, Emma may be about ready to come back. Which,
Oh, thank God.
So good. With her weird cop gloves and
Yes.
aviator sunglasses.
Yes.
And I guess maybe with Dana leaving Charlotte, maybe Dana brings in Emma.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, there's potential for storyline there.
Yeah, maybe Dana isn't, fully coming to the babyface side. Maybe she's just separating herself from Charlotte then.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And so, yeah, I'd be really glad to see Emma back.
Yeah.
I loved the direction her character was going of just evil Emma and the transition that she made from it where she was mocking the dancing.
Yeah.
And then I felt so bad when she got kind of tied to Santino, but it was still a main roster run. Good for her. I'm glad to see she's reinvented, and I think this is more her than we've seen in the past.
It's so much more. And she's doing great. Or
yeah,
she was.
She's going into post Divas Revolution era, and I think she's ready to innovate beyond that.
Yeah,
and
she's going to have a chance to.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. All right, already touched on it earlier, the Bollywood Boys having an NXT match. Great.
Definitely need more tag teams.
And you know what? They're an established team that feels like a team.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't two guys thrown together. These are brothers from India, and they're both friggin' goofy son bitches. I don't even know what our equivalent here would be, but God bless them.
Yeah.
Or Shiva, or I don't know, whatever. Race Cali. Okay, covered that earlier too. NXT head writer is over as the SmackDown main writer now, and you know what?
Jim.
I gotta get that name because that son of a bitch is good.
It's Jim.
So yeah, okay.
Steve. Jim Steve.
And okay, Lince Dorado,
Yeah.
coming to the cruiserweight division, and as again another one of those guys that I remember seeing Chikara.
Oh,
You know, he comes in, comes out, and a lot of indie dates. But the place where I saw and like watched him was Chikara, and here's another guy successful coming out of that school,
nice.
which focuses on just amazing fundamentals and amazing character work. And hot damn, that sells. How about that?
Yeah.
You got Cesaro came out of there. Chris Hero came out of there. You got Generico spent his time there. It's just so many guys. I'm ready for August. I want to succeed. I love it. Praying for success for some great guys that are there now.
Lucas Calhoun.
Oh God, yeah. Okay. The Miz negotiation storyline. See, we covered a lot of these.
Yeah.
The Miz negotiation storyline continuing on Twitter and whatnot. Fantastic.
Keep it in the
way to use your social media to amplify your main product, and they all build into one another. Rumors of the women's tournament for next year. We discussed that. Jesus Christ. Okay, now we get into some new stuff. Apparently, rumors of a couple other people backstage.
Oh yeah.
Paige.
Good.
Suck it up. Come get some cash, man. And this is a hot division, and that's not even being sexist.
No.
It's a hot division to be in right now. Go be in it. Go make some money.
Look, man, there's a pretty sexist meme going around.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But it was funny for what it is.
Offensive can be funny.
Yeah, it was a picture of AJ and Paige when AJ was the Divas champion and Paige was the NXT Women's champion.
Yep.
And it says, "When you love wrestling, but dick is life." And you know what? I guess, for AJ it might be more excusable because she was nursing some injuries and she couldn't get the time off. I don't know if that's
she lived
the
her
official
dream.
Story.
She was top of the card. She was successful.
Yeah.
She may have hit the end of her run or decided, hey, let's get out while we're on top.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Paige has so much more left to do.
Way more. And I mean, this is the pinnacle. This is where everybody's, I mean, yeah, she could have easily gone back on the indies and easily, tore it up and, that's fine. But I feel like it's different for women, especially right now. This is the place to be for women to help women outside of it. Like,
go back to even the SmackDown versus Raw. I think even though Raw has Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, I think that SmackDown's women's division is doing so much better just because of storylines.
Yep.
I care more about Carmella. Alexa Bliss is the most perfect thing
Number
that's
one
happened in
contender.
ages. It's gonna be great.
She's amazing.
Doesn't he? No. That's Naomi.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Don't get the branding wrong.
Oh, did you see? I guess you may not have seen. She was on Talking Smack.
No, God, no.
Alexa
geez.
Bliss.
Oh, okay, Alexa.
Yeah.
They say to Naomi, I'd love to see her on there just to unload. Cameron, who? I'll whip her ass.
Her thing right now is rude, which I mean it's already a thing, but she's incorporated it into her character.
Just her face looks like she smells poop everywhere she goes. Like,
rude. And
so good.
The back and forth. I'm nothing like you, Daniel, because she goes, "You're small, like me." I'm nothing like you, Daniel. And Daniel's retort is, "Touche."
He gets rattled, and I think he loves it. Like, oh, look at them, they're good.
Yeah. So I mean, it was fun, and she great, man, and she's having some interesting character. Her in ring will catch up.
Yes.
She is good in the ring,
but she's mild. She's got a hell of a head start,
Yeah.
character-wise.
Yeah.
Mannerisms. The people, it's like they have to nail down the character first before they can really nail down the mannerisms.
Yeah.
She's established with that. She's got herself established on who she is. You can see her and instantly know what she's trying to portray.
Yep. So the only two things she lacks a little bit of confidence on the mic, and that'll come.
Every time she touches it, it's that much better.
Yeah. And then, just stepping up just that little bit in the ring. And again, she's doing great in the ring. I don't mean to make it seem like she's not, but just that little tiny bit to really make her, just solidify her, I guess. And it could happen against Becky.
And definitely have the faith that she's putting the work in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see it, and it really, really means something.
She's crushing, and she's my favorite on SmackDown right now. Absolutely.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
She was just just there not too long ago.
Yep.
But now she's
She crushing. She great. Bailey's still my fave overall, though.
Yeah, I know,
Favorite wrestler.
but sorry, Raw, you got to do something with her.
Yep.
All right, two last things. Okay. Chikara, mentioned them just a minute ago.
Yeah.
They had an event over the weekend. They have. This isn't even about like the contents of the event. It's just what they decided to do with it. They have their own streaming service, Chikartopia, which you can go through their entire back catalog all the way to the beginning. It sounds familiar. And a fantastic value for it. And now they're putting up their streams as soon and as live as possible.
Yeah.
So much so that they took this weekend and decided to put it out over Facebook Live. And if you were lucky enough to go, hey, look at that. If you're following them, yeah, click it. Boom, you got a free badass wrestling show on a Sunday afternoon.
I know a guy who put it into my Facebook feed.
Well, he should. Good for him.
So
that's how you do
free
it.
Rasu.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So I watched a little bit of that. That was cool. Good times.
Oh, I wish I could have just blocked off the Sunday and watched.
I wish I would have known. So I could have, but
that's a good little surprise.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a masterful job of just like, here's a taste. You want some more? We got some more. We got a lot more. We got 15 seasons.
Yeah,
that's great.
Plus, they have a video game that they're still working on.
Yeah,
I love it. It's
old
arcade
arcade style.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love it.
What? The Road Warriors are your champions? Give it a minute. All right, give it a minute. All right, last little thing. House show. We're all excited. October 6th. Got an NXT coming through our area.
Oh God, yes.
News out of a NXT show tonight.
Uh-huh.
I know you might see the name over here. I've spelled it wrong a couple times.
Uh-oh.
Suit Bowson.
Oh, no.
Oh, I meant to write Scott Dawson.
Oh, no. No.
Rumors that he might be sitting on a crutch.
Oh, please tell me that story.
And that Dash had a singles match with one of the TM61 guys.
Yeah.
Singles match.
Yeah.
Scott Dawson, ringside on a crutch, foot in a cast.
God, please tell me that's...
I don't know.
It'd be a great story if they're trying to run away from Gargano and Ciampa.
And, even fantastic if you just throw in a cheap cast and cheap crutch out there going, oh, here's our excuse for this singles match. All right, Dash, you put the crutch on tonight. I'll do tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. You get tonight. But man,
so we may not get the revival, or at least not.
Not only may we
team.
not get the revival, revival might be on the shelf for a minute. Throw in one in Blake or Murphy. It's great. We won't know.
They're not doing anything, either of them. I have more hopes for. I think it's Blake. No, I think it's actually Murphy.
See, that's a problem right there.
Yeah.
That's the problem right there.
That is not a great look.
But very trepidatious week in wrestling. Got a Clash of Champions coming up, and
I guess we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be wacky. But
Zany?
No, he's on Raw. Oh, Jesus Christ, let's get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's very trepidatious. This is a week coming in with a lot of worry into the direction of the product, but you know what? It's gonna be okay.
It will be.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And it's not like
no,
Raw's,
I do want some.
It's not like Raw.
I do want some.
It's not like Raw's bad.
No,
it's just definitely not as good as SmackDown.
And you know what? We're gonna end up winning on the other end of it because we're gonna get good wrestling out of it.
Yes.
Can't wait to watch tonight. Cruiserweights. TJ Perkins is gonna be defending his title at Clash of Champions. Just so you know. I know who he's facing now.
Oh yeah.
I saw a spoiler. Not telling you.
Why?
Go watch it. It'll be good.
Okay.
Well, screw it. I'll tell you. TJ Perkins versus the Brian Kendrick.
Nice. Oh
yeah. Gonna look good. Why is slow-mo crotch chop? Don't point that at me. Oh, goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.